The latest Young and the Restless spoilers for January 13, 2025, revolve around the intense confrontation between Jordan and Claire. The fugitive Jordan confronts Claire in a cafe, catching her off guard after years of separation. Despite her initial shock, Claire remains resolute, demanding answers about his escape and whether he's holding Sharon hostage. Jordan, however, dismisses her concerns, revealing his larger plans and trying to convince her to join his dangerous alliance with Ian Ward. He plays on their familial ties, urging Claire to return to the fold. Claire hesitates but ultimately agrees to consider his proposal, knowing it's a dangerous gamble with far-reaching consequences for both her and everyone she cares about. Meanwhile, tensions rise within the Baldwin household as Lauren confronts Michael about his risky decision to resume working with Victor Newman. Lauren, fearful of the danger this reintroduction to Victor's world brings, voices her concerns about Michael's reckless choices, which have previously put their lives at risk. Michael, though, defends his actions, arguing that he's helping Victor to protect the people he loves, including his family. Lauren's frustration is palpable as she grapples with the fact that Michael's commitment to his work often comes at the cost of his family's peace of mind. She fears the impact of his actions on their son, Finn, and whether their family can withstand the stress Michael's choices are bringing into their lives. As Michael throws himself back into Victor's world, Claire faces a pivotal decision regarding her father's manipulative schemes. She is caught between her deep-seated connection to Jordan and the need to protect herself from the dangerous world he represents. Her internal struggle is complicated further by the looming threat of Ian Ward and the potential consequences of aligning with them. Will Claire fall into Jordan's web, or will she resist his manipulations and chart her own course? The stakes are high as these stories collide, pushing relationships to their breaking points and setting the stage for explosive drama that promises to unravel more secrets and loyalties. In a parallel storyline, Adam Newman is grappling with his role as a father to Connor, who is struggling with obsessive-compulsive disorder. Despite Adam's best intentions, his efforts to help Connor seem to be falling short as the treatment plan doesn't seem to be working. Adam and Chelsea, though separated, remain united in their desire to help their son, but their differing approaches to parenting create tension. Adam, torn between his family obligations and personal desires, finds himself caught in a cycle of frustration, with Chelsea questioning his commitment. As Adam battles his own demons and the expectations placed on him by the Newman family legacy, he must learn to prioritize his son and find a way to be truly present in Connor's life, or risk losing him in the process. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Pulse Canvas. It's me, Julie, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The intricate web of secrets and confrontations continues to grow as Jordan, the bold and unpredictable fugitive, makes a daring move by confronting Claire in a place she frequents. Their unexpected meeting sets the stage for a tense exchange that unravels hidden truths, familial ties, and dangerous alliances. Jordan and Claire, a shocking revelation. When Claire first laid eyes on Jordan, she froze. It had been years since their last encounter, and seeing the infamous fugitive outside her usual surroundings felt like a waking nightmare. But Jordan's smirk, confidence, and taunting demeanor made it clear that this meeting was no coincidence. "Fancy seeing you here," Jordan said, his voice dripping with sarcasm. "It's been a long time, Claire." Though visibly shaken, Claire quickly regained her composure. "What are you doing here, Jordan? You're supposed to be in prison." Jordan's laughter echoed through the quiet cafe. "Oh, Claire, prison is for those who lack imagination. I've got bigger plans, and they all start with you." Claire's conflict, blood ties versus personal freedom. Jordan's words hit Claire like a thunderbolt. The reminder of her connection to this dangerous man, the man she had spent her entire adult life trying to distance herself from, was a bitter pill to swallow. Yet she knew Jordan too well to believe his intentions were purely paternal. "I'm not going back, Jordan," Claire said firmly. "Whatever schemes you and Ian Ward have cooked up, leave me out of it." But Jordan wasn't backing down. "Oh, Claire, don't be so dramatic. Ian and I are building something revolutionary. You're either with us, or you'll be against us. And trust me, you don't want to be on the losing side." Claire's resolve wavered. She couldn't deny the danger Jordan posed, not just to her but to everyone she cared about. Yet she knew aligning with him would be a betrayal of everything she stood for. The meeting proposal, a dangerous proposition. Jordan made his final pitch. "Meet Ian, hear him out, that's all I ask. Once you see the bigger picture, you'll understand why this is the right move." Claire hesitated. She wanted to refuse outright, but the weight of her history with Jordan and the looming threat of Ian Ward made her pause. "I'll think about it," she said cautiously, knowing full well that even entertaining the idea was a dangerous gamble. Jordan's about to get busted in Soaps.com's latest Young and Restless spoilers for Monday, January 13 through Friday, January 17, and it couldn't have happened to a nastier psycho. Well, except maybe for Ian. Read on for all the details of what happens in that plot, and every other one too. Young and Restless spoilers week of January 13. Young and Restless spoilers for Monday, January 13. Chelsea receives a surprise invitation to move in with Adam. For Connor's sake. Once again proving that she is her mother's daughter, Summer stands her ground. Let the games begin. We've only just met Damon, and already, he's keeping a secret from Nate. Young and Restless spoilers for Tuesday, January 14. Didn't see this one coming. Victoria and Chelsea find common ground. Nick shares a theory about Sharon's disappearance with Chance. But will it be too late to save her? Sure sounds like it, because Ian's revenge against Sharon is about to take a dangerous turn. Young and Restless spoilers for Wednesday, January 15. Adam loves to think he's always one step ahead of everybody, so he'll be extra surprised when Chelsea catches him off guard. Claire reunites with Jordan, or at least catches the madwoman getting her coffee on at Crimson Lights. Are there no Starbucks in Genoa City? Billy makes a shocking decision, although the only thing he could do that would really shock us if shrink his ego. Young and Restless spoilers for Thursday, January 16. Victor uncovers Ian's deception. Well, one of them, at least. Doesn't Ian always have at least a dozen lies running at once? We might have called 911 first, but instead, Claire tells Nikki and Victoria that Jordan is once again on the loose. When Phyllis presses Billy to come clean, he might as well just do so immediately. She's not one to back down. Young and Restless spoilers for Friday, January 17. As Genoa City's public enemy No. 1 continues to sign his own death warrant, review all the suspects in the looming Who Killed Ian Ward? Murder mystery. As if Victor didn't already have enough on his plate, now he becomes suspicious of Nikki too. Claire talks the talk when she threatens Jordan, but if the madwoman's niece ready to walk the walk? Desperate to get free, Sharon struggles to escape from the sewer of doom. Tensions boil over in Genoa City as the drama intensifies for key characters, each wrestling with conflicts and revelations. Sharon Newman's harrowing journey as both victim and fighter takes a darker turn, plunging her into a suffocating atmosphere of guilt and fear. Meanwhile, Nick Newman, Ian Ward, Damian King, Nate Hastings, and Victor Newman are swept into a series of dramatic confrontations and power plays that threaten to unravel their lives. Nick Newman confronts the enigmatic Ian Ward at a remote motel. With a calm yet menacing demeanor, Ian challenges Nick's every move, smirking at his fiery determination. Their sharp exchange of words escalates, with Nick's anger barely masking his desperation to protect his family. Ian, ever the manipulator, provokes Nick relentlessly, hinting at a broader, more sinister plot aimed at dismantling the Newman family. This clash sets the stage for Ian's calculated schemes to wreak havoc across Genoa City. Elsewhere, Damon King finds himself at a pivotal moment when Nate Hastings approaches him with a mysterious job offer. Nate, radiating confidence, draws Damon into a conversation filled with hidden intentions and cryptic metaphors, likening their encounter to the Count of Monte Cristo. Damon, usually self-assured, begins to question whether Nate's offer is a golden opportunity or a cleverly disguised trap. Their uneasy interaction leaves Damon grappling with doubts, setting the stage for a deeper entanglement. Victor Newman, the unyielding patriarch of the Newman family, intensifies his efforts to uncover critical evidence with Michael Baldwin's help. Victor's insistence on precision and urgency signals the gravity of the threats looming over his family. Michael, sensing a deeper plan hidden in Victor's stern directives, works tirelessly to piece together clues, knowing failure isn't an option. Their partnership hints at a high-stakes revelation that could reshape the Newman legacy. Meanwhile, Sharon Newman battles haunting visions of Cameron Kirsten, whose presence seems to linger in every shadow. Her hallucinations blur the lines between reality and fear, pushing her into a psychological spiral. Alone and vulnerable, Sharon tries to dismiss the terrifying images as illusions, but the sinister laughter and phantom presence suggest a more ominous return. These haunting encounters force Sharon to confront painful memories and question her own resilience. In a daring move, Nick Newman breaks into Ian Ward's house, determined to uncover Sharon's whereabouts. The oppressive atmosphere of the darkened home mirrors Ian's malevolent persona. Nick rummages desperately for clues, shouting Ian's name with fury. Unbeknownst to him, Jordan, a woman intricately connected to Ian, hides nearby, frozen with fear as she tries to remain undetected. The suspense builds as Nick inches closer to the truth. Meanwhile, Sharon is trapped in a grim underground sewer, chained to a massive pipe. Exhausted and terrified, she screams for help, her cries echoing into the void. Haunted by Cameron Kirsten's taunts, Sharon's guilt over past tragedies resurfaces, compounding her anguish. Cameron's cryptic mention of Heather, a woman whose death left a shadow on Sharon's life, only deepens her despair. As the storm of conflict swirls, Genoa City teeters on the edge. Damon King wrestles with Nate Hastings' enigmatic motives, while Victor Newman strives to shield his family from Ian Ward's shadowy maneuvers. Nick's relentless pursuit of Sharon pits him against a calculating enemy, forcing him to confront his own limits. And Sharon, isolated in her darkest moments, battles to reclaim her strength and hope. With secrets unraveling and danger intensifying, the lives of these characters converge toward a dramatic climax. Will Nick save Sharon before it's too late? Can Victor outmaneuver the threats that lurk in the shadows? And will Sharon's fight to overcome her demons lead her to freedom or deeper despair? The Young and the Restless spoilers, a web of secrets, loyalties, and betrayals. The complex dynamics between Amy, Audra, Damon, and Nate have captivated audiences, sparking speculation and debate. Their relationships, filled with shared pasts, hidden motives, and conflicting loyalties, paint a portrait of human ambition, frailty, and complexity. The bond between Amy and Audra, a shared history or genuine connection. Amy and Audra's unusually close relationship has become a topic of intrigue. On the surface, their bond seems like a natural alignment of mutual respect and understanding. However, whispers of a deeper connection fuel fan theories. Some speculate that Amy and Audra's pasts are more intertwined than they let on, possibly involving shared experiences or secret dealings. Audra, known for her cunning intelligence and adaptability, has a knack for aligning herself with powerful figures. Amy, on the other hand, is a seasoned strategist who recognizes potential allies. Could Amy have played a pivotal role in shaping Audra's rise, mentoring her in the shadows, or even manipulating her into her current position? Their connection may be based on mutual recognition of each other's strengths, but hints of a deeper narrative leave viewers wondering if their camaraderie is heartfelt or another calculated move in a larger game. The brewing storm: Audra, Damon, and Nate. Amidst the intricate dynamics, the brewing tension between Audra, Damon, and Nate is another compelling storyline. Audra's relationship with Nate, though passionate, is fraught with questions about loyalty. Her past behavior and opportunistic tendencies suggest her allegiance lies with herself first. While Nate views their relationship as a partnership built on trust, many fans see Audra as a ticking time bomb, ready to pivot towards someone who better serves her ambitions. Enter Damon, charismatic, ambitious, and morally ambiguous. Damon is a stark contrast to his brother Nate. While Nate prides himself on integrity and fairness, Damon is the type to seize any opportunity, even at the cost of others' happiness. The possibility of an affair between Audra and Damon has electrified fans, with many predicting a betrayal that could shatter Nate's world. Damon, driven by power and personal gain, might see Audra as a resourceful partner to help him achieve his aspirations. Similarly for Audra, Damon might represent a better ally than Nate, whose principles clash with her ambitions. Amy's role: the architect of Damon's ambition. Amy's involvement in this potential affair adds another layer of complexity. As Damon's mother, Amy has always envisioned greatness for her son. Recognizing Audra's resourcefulness and influence, Amy sees her as a key player in helping Damon build his empire. Far from condemning a possible relationship between Audra and Damon, Amy might actively encourage it. Her support isn't driven by affection but by strategic calculation. For Amy, Audra is a tool, someone who can be molded to serve her son's interests. This raises important questions about Amy's character. Is she a loving mother who simply wants the best for her son, or a master manipulator willing to compromise morality to achieve her goals? Her willingness to endorse a relationship born out of betrayal suggests the latter. The question of morality: Damon, Audra, and respect. Damon and Audra's potential betrayal of Nate raises broader questions about morality and respect. Damon's willingness to pursue his brother's girlfriend underscores his lack of principles. Unlike Nate, who values relationships and integrity, Damon is unapologetically self-serving. Audra, too, comes under scrutiny. Her history of exploiting relationships for personal gain undermines her credibility as a trustworthy partner. If she were to betray Nate, it would confirm suspicions that she views relationships as transactional, not emotional. While their actions may lead to short-term gains, they risk alienating those around them. In a world where alliances shift and power dynamics change, trust is a valuable currency. By prioritizing ambition over integrity, both characters risk losing the respect of their peers and the stability of their relationships. Speculations for the future. As fans eagerly await the unfolding drama, the potential fallout from an affair between Audra and Damon looms large. If their relationship comes to light, it could destroy Nate's trust in both his brother and his partner, leading to a bitter rivalry that fractures the family. On the other hand, Damon and Audra's alliance could catapult them to new heights, consolidating their power at the expense of those they betray. Amy's role in this drama will also be pivotal. Her support of Damon and Audra could alienate her from Nate, creating a rift that tests her loyalties as a mother. Alternatively, her influence could solidify Damon's position, making her a central figure in shaping the family's future. For Audra, the stakes are higher than ever. Her decisions will determine whether she is remembered as a cunning strategist or a heartless opportunist. Similarly, Damon's actions will reveal whether he is capable of redemption or doomed to be a villain in his own story. Conclusion: a tapestry of drama, ambition, and betrayal. The intricate relationships between Amy, Audra, Damon, and Nate offer a rich tapestry of drama, ambition, and betrayal. As the story unfolds, viewers are left to ponder the moral dilemmas that define these characters. Will loyalty and integrity prevail, or will ambition and manipulation win the day? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the journey will be as unpredictable as it is riveting. The Young and the Restless spoilers shock, the awakening of Connor. Connor sat in his dimly lit room, the air thick with despair. His body was frail, his face pale, and his eyes red from countless nights of crying. His illness wasn't just physical, it was as if it had taken over his mind, dragging him into a pit of negativity and hopelessness. Every day felt heavier than the last, and the weight of his existence bore down not just on him, but on his family as well. He saw it in their eyes, the forced smiles, the too cheerful words, the relentless optimism they tried to exude. It only made Connor feel worse. Why do they even bother pretending? He thought bitterly, tears streaming down his cheeks. I'm a burden. They'd be better off without me. His mother's voice rang out from the kitchen, overly chipper. Connor, sweetheart, dinner's ready. He didn't answer. Instead, he buried his face in his hands, wishing the world would just forget about him. A radical proposal. Jordan, Connor's childhood friend, watched this decline with increasing frustration. He had always been the pragmatic one, the kind of person who believed in taking action rather than wallowing in despair. Connor's condition, both physical and emotional, made him restless. But what truly set Jordan's mind spinning was the thought of what Connor could become if only he could be shaken out of his current state. One night, after watching Connor crumble into tears yet again, Jordan turned to his sister Emily, who was equally worried. I can't watch him like this anymore, he said firmly. This isn't living, it's just existing. Emily sighed, her voice laced with exhaustion. What can we do, Jordan? He's sick. He needs care, love. He needs purpose, Jordan interrupted, his eyes lighting up with an idea. Something that will pull him out of this darkness. Something so intense he won't have time to dwell on his pain. Emily raised an eyebrow. And what do you suggest? Therapy? A retreat? Something gentle? No, Jordan leaned in, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. We turn him into something stronger, something unstoppable. We make him a fighter, a weapon. Emily's face twisted in horror. What are you talking about? He's ill, Jordan, not a soldier. Exactly, Jordan countered. He's weak because he believes he's weak. We need to show him that he can be more, and I know exactly the person who can help. Enter Ian Ward. Ian Ward was a name whispered in shadowy circles, a retired operative with a history shrouded in mystery. He was both feared and revered. His methods were unorthodox, his reputation brutal. But Jordan had heard enough about him to believe that if anyone could reshape Connor, it was Ian. Jordan approached Connor with the idea one evening, couching it in a way that piqued his friend's curiosity rather than alarmed him. Connor, Jordan began, his tone calm but insistent. What if there was a way out of this? A way to feel alive again? To stop being the person you are now and become someone powerful? Connor scoffed, his voice dripping with sarcasm. Sure, Jordan. Let me just pop a magic pill and become Superman. I'm serious, Jordan said, leaning forward. There's someone who can help you. Someone who can teach you how to fight, not just physically, but mentally. He can help you find a reason to keep going. Connor hesitated. For the first time in weeks, something flickered in his eyes. Who? The first step. It didn't take much convincing for Connor to agree to meet Ian. His curiosity outweighed his skepticism, and deep down, a part of him craved change. Ian Ward lived in a secluded cabin on the outskirts of town, surrounded by dense woods that seemed to swallow the light. When they arrived, Ian was waiting, his presence as intimidating as the stories had suggested. Connor, Ian said, his voice gravelly. Jordan's told me about you. said you're looking for a way out of your misery. Let me be clear, I'm not here to coddle you. If you're serious, you'll follow my rules, no questions asked. If not, leave now. When Damon arrived in Genoa City, his presence was magnetic and purposeful. Charismatic and relentless, he wasted no time targeting Winters Corporation, a legacy built by Neil Winters and now led by Devin Hamilton. Damon saw an opportunity not just for himself, but for his brother, Nate Hastings. He believed Nate deserved more than playing second fiddle to Devin. Over a tense meeting, Damon planted seeds of doubt in Nate's mind, suggesting that Devin was too distracted with personal pursuits to effectively lead the company. Although Nate admired Devin's leadership, Damon's compelling argument began to stir feelings of duty and ambition within him. Damon intensified his efforts to sway Nate, providing data and strategies that highlighted cracks in Winters Corporation's leadership under Devin. He argued that Nate, with Damon's help, could elevate the company to new heights. Damon's appeals to family loyalty and Nate's potential struck a nerve. For years, Nate had prioritized peace and support for Devin, but Damon's words stirred doubts about whether he had been neglecting his own ambitions. Despite Nate's initial hesitation, Damon's relentless encouragement and assurances began to erode his resistance, igniting a desire to step into a leadership role. Devin grew wary of Damon's intentions, suspecting an ulterior motive behind his sudden arrival and connection to Nate. Overhearing a private conversation between the brothers, Devin realized Damon was manipulating Nate by questioning Devin's leadership and emphasizing fairness in family legacy. Devin confronted Damon, challenging his legitimacy and motives. Damon defended himself, claiming his intentions were to secure the family's future. However, Devin saw through the facade, recognizing Damon's ambitions as a threat to the trust and integrity upon which Winters Corporation was built. The confrontation further divided the family. The tension between Devin, Nate, and Damon escalated as Nate wrestled with his loyalty to Devin and the enticing vision Damon painted for the future of Winters Corporation. Damon's influence on Nate deepened, while Devin prepared for a showdown, determined to protect Neil's legacy. The looming power struggle threatened to fracture the family and shake the foundations of the company. As the battle lines were drawn, the Winters family faced an uncertain future, where ambition, loyalty, and legacy would clash in ways that could irreparably alter their relationships and their business. The drama on the young and the restless reaches new heights as Nick Newman steps into a nightmare scenario. When he receives an urgent tip about the whereabouts of Jordan and Sharon, Nick finds himself face-to-face with the sinister Ian Ward. What he uncovers at Ian's secluded house will leave fans breathless and Genoa City shaken to its core. A desperate search. For weeks, the residents of Genoa City have been on edge over Jordan's sudden disappearance. Sharon, determined to uncover the truth, found herself lured into Ian Ward's trap. As her absence stretches on, Nick grows increasingly worried and takes matters into his own hands. When a mysterious clue leads him to Ian's hideout, Nick wastes no time storming the villain's lair. A chilling scene. What Nick finds inside Ian's house is a scene straight out of a horror movie. Jordan is visibly shaken, and Sharon's screams echo through the dimly lit rooms. Ian, ever the master manipulator, stands smugly in the shadows, taunting Nick as he tries to make sense of the chaos. Sharon, who's been through hell and back in her previous encounters with Ian, is determined not to let him break her spirit. However, her defiance only seems to fuel Ian's twisted sense of control. The tension reaches a boiling point as Nick confronts Ian, demanding answers and vowing to protect the women he cares about. Ian's dark agenda. Ian Ward has always been a master of psychological games, and his latest scheme is no different. But what does he want this time? Sources suggest that Ian's motives are tied to a secret he's been holding over Sharon's head. Could it be related to a past betrayal, Or is Ian using Sharon and Jordan as pawns in a much larger plan to dismantle the Newman family? Fans can expect a dramatic revelation as Ian's true intentions come to light. Whatever he's plotting, one thing is certain: Ian Ward is far from finished, and his reign of terror is about to escalate. Nick's heroic stand. Nick's fierce determination to protect his loved ones shines in this high-stakes moment. As he squares off with Ian, the tension is palpable. Nick's love for Sharon and his growing bond with Jordan fuel his resolve, and he's willing to risk everything to ensure their safety. This confrontation is not just about physical danger, it's a battle of wits and willpower. Ian's manipulative mind games push Nick to his limits, but his unwavering courage might be the key to turning the tables. Fans are sure to be on the edge of their seats as the showdown unfolds. Fallout and consequences. The fallout from this harrowing encounter is bound to ripple through Genoa City. Will Sharon and Jordan recover from their traumatic ordeal? How will this confrontation affect Nick's relationships moving forward? And most importantly, will Ian Ward finally be stopped, or will he slip through the cracks once again? Rumors suggest that this incident will lead to major shifts in alliances and deepen the divide within the Newman family. As secrets come to light and trust is tested, the residents of Genoa City will be forced to confront their darkest fears. What's next? Monday's episode is a must-watch as The Young and the Restless delivers one of its most gripping storylines yet. With Nick, Sharon, and Jordan at the center of the drama, viewers can expect edge-of-your-seat action, emotional twists, and shocking revelations. Don't miss a moment as Genoa City braces for the aftermath of Nick's daring rescue. The stakes have never been higher, and the fallout promises to reshape the lives of everyone involved. Stay tuned for more thrilling updates and spoilers. The Young and the Restless is never short of shocking twists, but the latest cliffhanger has left fans gasping for more. Adam and Nick Newman, two of Genoa City's most influential men, have stumbled upon something that could change everything: a hidden cellar, and someone is calling out for help from within. What lies beneath, and who is in desperate need of rescue? This thrilling discovery promises to unravel secrets that have been buried for far too long, and the fallout could be explosive. Let's dive into the latest spoilers and try to piece together the mystery. A dangerous discovery. What begins as a routine investigation soon turns into something far darker when Adam and Nick venture into a seemingly innocent area of Genoa City. While they initially believe they are just tracking down some family business, the discovery of a hidden cellar beneath a secluded property quickly takes a sinister turn. The air is thick with suspense as the brothers explore the cellar. The heavy, suffocating silence is broken only by the desperate cries for help echoing from the dark corners below. The sound is faint but unmistakable. Someone is trapped, and they need help immediately. The question is, who is it? And why have they been kept hidden away for so long? A mysterious cry for help. As the tension mounts, Adam and Nick's investigation becomes more urgent. They know that time is of the essence. But as they attempt to unlock the mystery, every turn seems to lead to more questions than answers. The voice calling for help seems familiar, yet neither brother can place it. Could it be someone they know, or someone from their past who has been forgotten? This moment could be the key to unlocking a web of secrets that will send shockwaves through the entire Newman family. What is the connection between the cellar and the Newmans? Could this mysterious figure be connected to a story that dates back years? Is it a past victim of a family feud, or a more recent enemy trying to send a message? Uncovering the truth. The mystery deepens as Adam and Nick uncover more clues within the cellar. Alongside the pleas for help, they find evidence that suggests this hidden area has been used for something far darker than simply being a storage space. The walls seem to have a story of their own, and the brothers begin to realize they may have uncovered something far more sinister than they initially thought. This discovery is no mere accident. someone deliberately tried to hide this cellar and its contents. Could it be that one of their own family members is involved in something much darker than anyone suspected? Or is there a dangerous outsider with a vendetta, seeking to bring down the powerful Newman Empire by using secrets from the past? The impact on the Newman family. As the mystery unravels, the Newman family will be forced to face truths they never saw coming. Adam and Nick will be at the center of a storm that could destroy the family's reputation and bring long-buried secrets to light. If the person trapped in the cellar has ties to the Newmans, the revelations could cause irreparable damage to their relationships and businesses. But even if this person has no direct connection to the family, the fact that they've been kept hidden for so long will undoubtedly raise questions. Was someone in the family responsible for their captivity, or is there a deeper conspiracy at play? With each passing moment, the stakes grow higher, and the tension will continue to build as Adam and Nick race against the clock to get to the truth. A shocking twist ahead. As the identity of the person trapped in the cellar becomes clearer, the Newman brothers will face difficult decisions. Do they expose the dark secret and risk everything they've worked for, or do they try to cover it up, knowing that the consequences could be even worse? No matter what happens, one thing is certain: this discovery will change everything. The impact of the cellar's secrets will reverberate throughout Genoa City, with alliances tested, family ties strained, and long-held grudges brought to the surface. Conclusion: a new chapter of deception. With the young and the restless consistently delivering shocking twists and turns, the discovery of the hidden cellar is set to be a game-changer for Adam, Nick, and the entire Newman family. As the cries for help echo through the dark, secrets will be revealed, relationships will be shattered, and nothing in Genoa City will ever be the same again. Next week on The Young and the Restless, viewers are in for a roller coaster of emotions as Sharon Newman takes matters into her own hands in a jaw-dropping move that will leave Genoa City reeling. From secret plots to daring escapes, the episodes airing January 13 to 17 promise high-stakes drama that fans won't want to miss. Sharon's desperate situation. Sharon's life has been spiraling out of control lately. Between her ongoing battle with cancer and her strained relationships, it seemed she was at her breaking point. But no one expected her to end up in such a perilous situation. Trapped and chained in what appears to be a shocking twist orchestrated by an unexpected foe, Sharon's resolve is tested like never before. The iron bar, a symbol of defiance. When all hope seemed lost, Sharon's resourcefulness came to the forefront. In a moment of sheer determination, she discovered an iron bar hidden in her surroundings. Armed with nothing but her grit and the makeshift weapon, Sharon managed to break the chains that held her captive. This daring escape isn't just about survival, it's a powerful message that Sharon is far from defeated. Who's behind Sharon's ordeal? The big question on everyone's mind: who orchestrated this cruel setup? Speculation is running wild, with several suspects in the spotlight. Could it be Adam, who's never truly shaken his dark tendencies? Or perhaps Phyllis, who's always been a wild card with her own agenda? Some fans even suspect a shocking return of an old enemy bent on revenge. The truth will likely come out in explosive fashion, with consequences that could shake Genoa City to its core. A new Sharon emerges. Sharon's escape marks a turning point in her storyline. Insiders tease that this experience will ignite a fire within her, transforming her into a force to be reckoned with. Expect Sharon to confront her enemies head-on, seeking justice and reclaiming her life. Her journey will be one of empowerment and resilience, resonating deeply with fans who have followed her through every triumph and setback. Genoa City reacts. As word of Sharon's daring escape spreads, reactions from her loved ones will be mixed. Nick and Mariah are expected to rally around her, offering unwavering support. But others, like Ray and Chelsea, may have their doubts about the true story behind Sharon's ordeal. Meanwhile, Victor Newman's involvement is bound to add another layer of intrigue. Will he step in to protect Sharon, or will he leverage the situation to further his own mysterious agenda? What's next for Sharon? The fallout from Sharon's escape is poised to dominate next week's episodes. Fans can expect a whirlwind of confrontations, emotional reunions, and shocking revelations. One thing is certain: Sharon's journey is far from over, and her next moves will undoubtedly set the stage for even more explosive drama in Genoa City. Final thoughts. With tension building and secrets unraveling, The Young and the Restless is delivering the kind of gripping, edge-of-your-seat drama that has made it a fan favorite for decades. Sharon's daring escape is just the beginning of a thrilling new chapter that promises to keep viewers hooked from start to finish. Tessa Porter and Mariah Copeland's once solid relationship faced its greatest test when Ian Ward, a manipulative and enigmatic figure, entered their lives. Tessa found herself drawn to Ian's calm demeanor and persuasive words, which made her question her reality and her relationships. Mariah, however, saw Ian for what he truly was, a dangerous cult leader exploiting vulnerabilities. Their disagreements escalated, with Mariah pleading for Tessa to see Ian's true nature, while Tessa accused Mariah of being close-minded. The tension reached its breaking point when Mariah decided to leave with their daughter, Aria, to protect her from Ian's influence. A heated argument followed, culminating in Tessa slapping Mariah, a shocking act that symbolized the crumbling of their love and trust. The aftermath of the slap was devastating. Mariah took Aria and left, determined to shield her from Ian's growing influence, while Tessa was left alone with a crushing sense of regret. Ian's charm and subtle manipulation had deeply affected Tessa, making her question everything while pushing Mariah further away. For Mariah, the priority was clear: protect Aria at all costs. Tessa, on the other hand, wrestled with conflicting emotions, her loyalty to Ian and her love for Mariah and Aria. Ian's sway over Tessa only deepened, fueling Mariah's fears and pushing her to pursue custody to safeguard their daughter from his toxic influence. The custody battle that ensued was a high-stakes courtroom drama, with neither Tessa nor Mariah having a biological tie to Aria. The decision rested on who could provide a stable and nurturing environment. Maria's lawyer emphasized her consistent caregiving and pointed to Ian Ward's manipulative history as evidence of Tessa's unfitness. Meanwhile, Tessa's legal team, bolstered by Ian's support, argued that Mariah was unfairly using Ian to discredit Tessa. Witnesses, character assessments, and emotional testimonies filled the court, painting a picture of two women fighting fiercely for the child they both loved. Ultimately, the judge ruled in Mariah's favor, citing Ian's influence as a significant concern, granting her primary custody while limiting Tessa's visitation rights. The court's decision left Tessa heartbroken, realizing too late that Ian's promises had only led to further pain. Mariah, though relieved to secure Aria's safety, mourned the emotional toll the battle had taken on their relationship. The custody fight marked the end of their love, leaving behind scars that would take time to heal. Tessa now faced a critical choice: continue down the destructive path Ian had led her on, or reclaim her life and rebuild from the ruins. For Mariah, moving forward meant protecting Aria and ensuring she grew up in a safe and stable environment. The tragedy of their broken family loomed large, and the lingering question remained: was Ian Ward a savior to Tessa or the architect of her downfall?